Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Week 2 coming up, so let's keep going. Today it's a bit of a general class, bit of tummy work, start doing some arm stuff because I think we lacked a little bit of arm stuff last week. So let's get warmed up to start with, and we'll start from the top and work down today. So think about that posture, think about being lifted tall towards the ceiling, string through the top of the head, opening out through the shoulders. Think about those ribs, don't stick them right out, pop them underneath you. From there, let's have a little shoulder roll. For 3, 2, 1, change to the other side. 3, 2, 1, and now circles. Reaching round and a little twist through the body. Same arm for another 2, 1, change sides, stretching back, twisting through the body. 2, last one, and then both hands up, reaching up towards the ceiling, stretching away through the sides. We're still drawing in through the tummy. Remember to try and keep centered through that low back by drawing in through those tummy muscles. Another 3, 2, 1, big circle round. Let's have a little swim down. For 3, 2, 1, coming down into our dumb waiters. Lovely for the shoulders. You can do this sitting, so while you're watching the TV, which we might be all doing a little bit more of at the moment, every time those adverts come on, every time you change the program, every time somebody says coronavirus, open out those arms and then reach out to the side. For 3, 2, last one this time. Keep out there and let's go over into our mermaid. Big stretch over and come back. Through the middle, open, over the other side, big stretch. This time as we do it, as we go over towards your left, push down with the right leg, with the left, and as you go over to the right, push down with the left leg. And once more, stretch. And again, holding that arm there this time, bring the other arm up to it, hands on head. Let's do our little dolphin dives. This is where we drop the chin down, have a little bend of the knees, we're curling up, reaching out. So we're mobilising, particularly that top part of the spine, stretching down, then into the low back and back up. 3 to go. It's a nice general exercise from getting everything warmed up through that spine. Last one, down we go, coming back up, reaching up, and let's step wide. From there, feet are out, tummies are in, sinking down. For 4, 3, 2, 1, holding there, reach over to one side. See if you can get your balance there, slide that foot in and out. And out. Keep going for another 3, 2, last one, back into the middle, and let's sink down again. And again. 2 more. Holding this one over to the other side, reaching away, get the balance over that leg, and we're sliding in and out. In and out. Keep going. Last one. Coming back into the middle. Down we go again. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding there. Bring the arms to the front. We're doing our arm openings in a little bit of a wide squat today. Twisting through that upper body. That's going to fix your pelvis a little bit more. So you find that you're not able to go around perhaps quite as far as you do normally. Check that you're not hunching up through those shoulders. Keep the shoulders nice and low. Once more each side. Coming back into the middle and come up tall. Have a little march out. Big high knees. Get everything loosened off again into that midline position. 3, 2, 1, and a squat and a reach in front. As you go down, drawing through that tummy. So we're trying to keep that back nice and straight. Tuck your tail in underneath. Imagine you've got that big kangaroo tail weighing you down. Last one. Coming back up. And then here we go. Up with that balance onto your toes and lower back down. And again, lifting up, lowering down. So we're drawing in through that tummy. The bottom's working. Stretching up, lowering back down. Reaching up, lowering back down. 2 to go. Last one. Reaching up. Have a little bend of the knees while we're up there. Oh, lower those heels and come back up. Nearly lost it. Up we go. And bend. Last 2. Up. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. Last one. Up. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. Reach up to the ceiling. Hands on head. Deep breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Let's roll down towards the floor. Curling up as tightly as we can. Stretching all the way down. Hips to the ceiling. Weight on the front of those feet. And then slowly, slowly peel yourself back up. You can allow yourself a little knee bend as you're coming back up. That'll help to unlock that pelvis to let you roll it back. Breath in, breath out. Let's do another couple. Rolling down. Slide down the front of those legs. Stretch out as far as you can go. And come back up. Peeling up, opening out. Last one this time. And then we'll go down onto the mats for the main class. Down we go. Big old stretch. Deep breath in. Breath out. Sink a bit lower. Bend the knees. Pop yourself down. And we're going to go down to the mats. I need to just alter the camera angle just so you can see what I'm doing. Ooh, not that way. There we go. Okie dokie folks. So make sure you've got your head supported on a little towel or something just to keep that neck nicely in the neutral position. Shoulders are relaxed, head's relaxed. Think about that rib cage, okay? Normally when we rest it might have a little gap in that lower part of your back. You want to try and see if you can just flatten that out a little bit. Dropping the rib cage down, drawing in gently through your tummy. And then squeeze a bit harder, drop a bit lower and see if you can flatten out completely. From there, then roll back that other way. So the pelvis is tilting backwards and forwards. Dropping back down, flattening out. Lifting back up. Feel how much movement you've got this time. So that's your as arched as you can go. Some of you are not going to be able to go too far either way. That's fine. Just see how much you've got. Pull back and flatten out. And then find that mid position. You're aiming for those bony bits at the front of your pelvis, pointing up to the ceiling. We're working that tummy muscle across the front. So it's like you're pulling in that belt, okay, on that tight pair of trousers. From there, we're going to start off with our hundreds again today. So pulsing up and down with those arms, that's our level 1. If you want to make it a little bit harder, bring one leg into a level 2. If you feel like making it even harder, drawing tighter through that tummy, supporting that back in that neutral position though, and you can come to the double tabletop. If you want to, you can raise the head as well. But as soon as you start to feel that back go, you lower a leg down, okay? Keep sensible, only do what you can cope with. If you've raised your head up and suddenly think, oh, my neck hurts, rest it back down, okay? Look after your spine. You want to be feeling that tummy working, lengthening through the neck as you reach down with those arms, as you pulse up and down. Pulsing fairly quickly. 5 to a breath in, 5 to a breath out. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep going for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently rest those arms down and carefully lower the legs, one at a time if you've gone into tabletop. And relax, let everything go wobbly. And then draw in again, get that centered position, and we're going to start off with our one leg stretch, but we're doing level 1 again today. So we're keeping centre through the middle, lift up the top first leg, reach it away as long as you can towards the other side of the room. Keeping this back, this spine really solid. Draw back in, change to the other side, reaching away, drawing back in. So now you know what the legs are doing. You can pop your fingertips if you want over the front of your hips, over the front of your tummy. Check that you don't roll that pelvis forward as you reach away. Feel the tummy working. Drawing back in. It's a nice and slow and steady one. It's not too challenging, but do it properly. Keep that back still. You want to be as solid as you can from that waist down. Reach. Come back. Last one like that. Stretching away. Coming back, rest that leg down. Bring the arms up. We're going to do the same with the legs, but we're going to add the arms and make it a double leg stretch. So the hands can face inwards or away from you. You want to be wide across the shoulders. Don't be hunched up. Let those shoulder blades rest on the mat. Center through the middle and off we go. Reach back with both arms. Stretch one leg out. We're doing it for strength today, so we want to keep still in the middle. Try not to let the ribs lift up. Try not to let the lower back arch up. Stretching away, alternate legs, both arms. We're doing it as a breath out as we move. Hold, weight in, breathe, and then out breath as you move again. So moving on the outs, holding on the ins. Stretch. And back. And again. Coming back. 3 to go. Really concentrate what's happening through that middle. As you reach away, you'll want to arch up, tighten harder through the middle. Come back in. Last 2. Reach away with those toes, with those fingers. Back solid in the middle. Drawing back in. Last one. Big stretch out. Come back in. Lower those arms back down. Okay, let's go to a hip twist. We're going to do it at level 3 or level 5, depending on what you want to do. So level 3 is up in a single tabletop, or you can take it to the double tabletop for a level 4 or 5. I forgot which one it is. So let's go for the single to start with. Centering through the middle, take that leg out to the side, draw back in. As you do that, the other side of your bottom stays still. Let's do 3 more like that. So we're warming up this movement, feeling where we're working from. Tight through your tummy. As you go further out, you work harder through that tummy. Last one. Out we go. Coming back in, lower back down. Let's try it on the other side. So feet and knees hip width apart, center through the middle, float into your single tabletop. Off we go. Out to the side, drawing in tight. Don't let this side lift up. Keep it down. Again, you can use your fingertips at the front of your pelvis to feel whether you're moving. You can feel where the weight is on your bottom. Make sure it's the same all the time. Out we go. Drawing back in. Last one. Coming back in and lowering down. Okay, we're going to repeat that. But those of you that are happy with your double tabletop position, you can go into a double tabletop and you can alternate the legs, okay? So a single or a double. I'll join the doublers today. So single tabletop or drawing tight for a double. And let's take one leg out to the side. Draw it back in. Same leg if you're single tabletopping. Double tabletoppers out to the other side. Keep going. We're doing 3 more with that leg if you're single tabletopping. 2 to go. Keep checking this tummy's really working hard. Coming back into that middle. Hold there. Single tabletoppers, change to the other leg. Double tabletoppers, keep holding in there. If you're starting to arch, lower one leg, just do a single to finish with. We've got 6 to go. Off we go. 6, keeping level, keeping both sides of that bottom down. Each time you go up a level, you'll find that you might not be able to move the leg out quite so far. It's harder to control. 3 more. 2. Last one. Working hard through that tummy. And then gently lower down one at a time. And relax. Let's have a stretch out with that double leg stretch again just to recover. So arms are up. Reach away. Just for 4. And back. This time we're using it for a sort of stretch mobility. So if you lift up, that doesn't matter, okay? We're just having a bit of recovery from that single or double tabletop hip twist. Good. Last one. Big stretch out. Coming back in. And then pop those hands behind your head. Make sure the feet and knees are hip width apart. Let's do some abdo prep. So again, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go into a single or double tabletop. I'm going to stick with both feet down this morning. Breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, draw in through your tummy. You're trying to get that rib cage drawing down towards that pelvis. Look between the knees. Check the tummy's flat. We're not doping up. And then lower back down. In to prepare. Drawing in, squeeze up. And slowly back down. If you can't manage the hold, that's fine. Just go down straight away. And if you can't go up too high, that's also okay. Just take it how you feel you can manage. It's your back, you've got to look after it. But the stronger you get these core muscles working, the more support you'll have for it. We're trying to get that nice balancing act between mobility and strength. So as we stretch out and get more mobility, we need more strength to control it. 3 more like this, drawing in, slowly back down. Breath in to prepare, breath out, lifting up, ribs down towards pelvis. Remember, we keep those elbows nice and wide. We're not pulling up through the shoulders, we're pulling up through the tummy. Last one coming up. Breathing out, reaching up. And slowly back down. Well done, folks. Let's pop feet and knees together, arms out to the side, and we're hip twisting over. Have a little stretch out. Head goes one way, knees go the other. So make sure you've got enough space to do it. Stretching right over. And really feel that top part of your pelvis pushing almost down your thigh bone. And then you get an even bigger stretch across your chest. Come back down, over to the other side. The other sneaky thing you can think about is if you feel a bit stiff high up the back, have the feet further away. You'll get the stretch further up. If it's low back you're feeling, bring the feet towards your bottom. You'll feel it gapping a little bit more towards the bottom. So you can play around with the position. Okay, let's go over onto our sides. So again, support your head either with a single pillow and your arm underneath, or a single little towel, or have something a little bit bigger and your arms in front, okay? The important thing is getting that neck supported in that neutral position, shoulders stacked up, okay? So I'm going to use my single because I've got enough shoulder movement to cope with that, but by all means choose which pillow suits you. Don't be sort of struggling and having your head scrunched down here with a little pillow. If you're in that position, you're better off having your big one and your arms in front, okay? So only do that if you've got the shoulder movement. We're stacking shoulders, hips, feet up as if they're all in one line, leaning against a wall. Drawing in through your tummy, okay? And we're going to clam today. So try and get that little lift as if you're getting a bit of draft underneath that waist area. Relax your shoulder, drawing through your tummy, pulling through your pelvic floor, squeeze through your bottom, lift that top leg up, and then slowly back down, okay? This time, with that top of your pelvis, just let it rock forward slightly. Keep it in that position, squeeze and lift up. You may well feel it a little bit more through the bottom. You want to be feeling that bottom working, not so much down the side of the leg, more towards the bottom. If you're not feeling it there, have a little play around with your position of your knees and your feet. You might need to bring your knees forward a bit or back a bit to find that best position to feel that muscle squeezing. We want well done steaks. Up we go, lowering back down. 2 more like that. So this is our clam at level 1. We're drawing in through the tummy, lifting up through the waist. Lower back down. Last one coming up. Squeeze and lift. Slowly back down. And let's stretch the legs out, give the bottom a rest. Let's torpedo with the arms. So leave if you're on your big pillow, leave the arm underneath. But we can stretch up and over with that top arm. And come back. As you come back, really feel that shoulder lengthen and that neck lengthen. So your shoulder blade lifts up and rotates out as we do that, and it rotates back towards the middle of your spine as you reach back down. 2 to go. Try not to wobble. Last one. Reaching up and over. Coming back. Resting there. Then bring those knees back up. We're back against that wall. Drawing in through the waist. This time leave the knees down, lift the feet up. We're in level 2. You can pop your fingertips in front if you need to for a little bit of support. We're opening that knee out, pulling up through the pelvic floor, squeezing through the bottom, and lower back down. Tighten through the tummy. The tighter you have the tummy, the more you should feel the bottom, because you're making this really solid, and that makes it better for this bottom muscle to pull against. If it's pulling against something that's moving, it's not going to be as effective. Drawing in, squeezing, tight as you can. Some of you might get the odd bit of cramp, and that's just a sign of good effort, but also a sign that you might not be working the tummy too as much as you should be. Okay, so have a break, have a reset, think tight tummy. We've got 1 more to go. Squeezing out. Slowly down. Lower those feet down. Rest them there. Now, if you're on a small pillow, double it up or get a bigger pillow, because we're going to do our arm opening. So we want our head supported slightly higher. Want it supported with the arms out in front. Feel where the shoulders are. You want that length in the neck. So draw the shoulder blade down. From there, reach up towards the ceiling. Once you're facing the ceiling, drop down through that top part of your shoulders and then reach open. And come back. I've realised I've not quite got enough room behind, so I'm just coming up. Drop down and stretch out. That's better. And if you squeeze your knees down, you'll feel an even bigger stretch. Your fingers might even go a little bit tingly. Okay, that's okay as long as that tingle goes. So if you've got any neck issues, just go a little bit steady. Reaching out. Trying to get down on the ground. Some of you might be a little bit stiffer and not be able to get down, that's fine. Coming round. Last one on this side then. So lovely exercise for mobilising that upper part of your back, that rib cage area. And we all tend to get a bit stiff there. And certainly at the moment, if we're doing a little bit more sitting down, doing craft work or reading or watching the TV, we're going to get really stiff and tight along here. So to do those exercises where we're opening out is so good for us. Let's go over onto the other side, and we're going to do all those on the other side. So remember, support your neck with whichever you want to. Your feet, your bottom and your shoulders are all going to be in line with your knees bent up in front of you. Check you're stacked up. Relax down through that top shoulder if you can. You can always have your fingers in front if you want to. Think about that top hip. Just let that top part drop forward, drawing through your tummy, squeeze through your bottom. Lift that knee up. Now, the other fault that sometimes people do is they get a little bit ambitious. They think they've got to open their legs really wide, and if you go too far, you start to roll back through the body. Don't take it that far. You can work just a little tiny range and still get that bottom working well. So only go as far as your hip movement allows you to. So feel where you can go. You can always pop your hand in the back of your back, and just feel and check you're not tipping backwards. Drawing in through your tummy, squeezing open, nice and tight. Slowly, slowly down. And the slowly going down is good, because sometimes you can get like people call it trochanteric bursitis, but it's really a tendonitis of your glute med muscle, one of your bottom muscles. And so if you strengthen it by a slow lengthening exercise, which this is on the way down, that'll help to stop those type of problems. The stronger that muscle is, the better. Last one at this level. Then we'll have a little stretch out and relax those. All legs are out. We're imagining we're lying on a little plank of wood. We're not going to roll off it. Top arm. Bring it over for our torpedo. For 4. And back. 3. And back. 2. Big stretch. Lengthen through that shoulder and neck area on the way down. Last one. Stretching up. Draw back down. Resting there. Bring the knees back up. Stack yourself back up. Fingertips in front if you need to, because we're taking it to level 2. We're going to go over onto still the thighs are down, but the feet are up in the air. Keep those feet up in the air as we draw in and squeeze and open. Slowly going down. I think in this position you can feel that working of the pelvic floor helping a lot more than the level 1. So think, drawing up through the pelvic floor, through the tummy, squeeze and open. Tight through the back of that bottom. Keep that lower foot up. All that, and try and relax the upper body. Multitasking, we can do it. 2 to go. Squeezing open. Slowly down. Last one. Big squeeze, tight, tight, tight. Lowering down nice and slowly. Lower those feet down, relax the body. Change over to your bigger support, your bigger pillow or your bigger support for your neck if you're not there already. Think shoulders, draw them down towards your waist and reach up towards that ceiling. Stop there and then just get that give and open out. I'm really not going to be able to do it this side here. Okay? If you're at home a little bit struggling for enough space to do this one, you can always do the adaptation where you then go over your head and come round. Okay? That's actually one of the true arm openings. We sort of change it a little bit to get that nice stretch. Okay, the other way is to always flip yourself over rather than turning yourself over. Last one. Stretch over and around. Good stuff. Okay, we are going to now do some work for the upper body, continue to do the work for the upper body. I'm going to move down the other end just because I think you'll perhaps see it better down that end. And we're going to lie on our tummy and we're going to do our breaststroke prep, but we're going to start off at level 1. So, small pillow or towel, forehead on it, bring the arms down beside you. The legs are sitting there doing nothing. Think about those arms. You're going to reach them as far away down towards your feet as you can until they lift just gently off the mat and then lower down. As you do that, feel what happens around your collarbones. They become happy. They open out and lower back down. So the movement is being driven by your shoulder blades drawing down towards your waist. If you're coping with that, think about that lower back area. Think about drawing in, flattening it out, tail underneath. And back down. Okay. And if you want, you can then gently hover up and back down. So as you're doing it, what's happening is that you're drawing the shoulder blades together, drawing in through your tummy, keeping flat, and you're just trying to open out just the top couple of vertebrae. Okay, opening the top part of your spine. If you're getting a little bit of cramp, dig your toes in, because you may well do after this one. Drawing in, reaching and lifting. Let's just do 2 more. Drawing up, lowering back down. Last one coming up. Shoulder blades down towards the waist, tighten through your tummy, float up, lower back down, pop your hands next to your chest, push yourself up, have a little stretch back the other way. I'm going to find some more music. Oh, my internet's dropped off, that's what's happened. Thank you. We might get some more music if BT decide to switch on my internet again. So if you've had a nice big stretch down, we're going to take this one up to level 2, which I think we did in one of the other sessions last week. So forehead still stays on the pillow, arms go out to the side. And you're at sort of, if I sit up, you're at that sort of position on the floor. Okay, so from there, you're then thinking about drawing the shoulder blades back and down, tightening through the tummy, lifting just the top part of that spine off. You're still staring at the same bit of mat. Back down we go. Drawing in through your tummy, shoulder blades down, lifting back up. Shoulder blades, tummy, floating up and lowering back down. So it's important to try and make sure that you keep that lower back nice and straight. So we're pulling in. You may want to put a little pillow underneath that, have a little rest, come back up, have a little stretch back. That's quite a tough one. Some people find it difficult because they're very stiff in the upper back to get that lift back. If it's too stiff for you, the adaptations you can make with the level 1 and the level 2, or you can do it in kneeling. So yeah, or even better high kneeling. So in that position, you're drawing in through your tummy, keep your neck nice and long, and we draw the shoulder blades back and you reach back gently with those arms. Okay, we're not flaring the ribs out, we're reaching back and down, gently stretching up. So we're going from that position, gently opening out and going back. So that's an adaptation you can make. And you can do that in that upper position as well. Yeah. So if you're a little bit too stiff and find it too uncomfortable to do it in lying prone on your tummy, come up and do it in this high kneeling position. Have a final stretch out. And we'll see if we can take that up to the next level for those of you that want further challenge. So you can do any of those ones we've already done, or move the pillow away, pop your hands underneath your forehead, You're just resting the head on the hands. You're not going to push up with your hands. We're going to draw the shoulder blades down, tighten through your tummy, float those arms up. All of a sudden you have to work extra through the back. So go carefully, and the more you're drawing through your tummy, the less you have to work through that back. You don't want to be overworking these ones right down. You want to be thinking about unpeeling through that top part of your back. Let's just do 2 more. Shoulder blades down, drawing in. Rest at any point you need to. Last one coming up, so the legs are nice and wide. Draw your shoulder blades down, tighten through your tummy, lifting up, slowly lowering down. Pop the hands underneath your chest, push yourself up, have a stretch back. And if we come up into that full point, you can do your cat stretch up and down. Dropping down, head up, tail up. Stick your tail in underneath, reaching up towards the ceiling. Dropping back down again. Lifting back up. And then stretch yourself back again. Having a good stretch. If you want to then, pop your hands a little bit further in front. Keep your bottom in the air. Slide those arms in front. And you're pushing your chest area, down onto the mat. And it gives a good stretch through your shoulders. If you've got a roller, I want to bring my roller in. If you've got your roller, you can use that instead. So something a little bit higher, and roll that away and stretch down. Just to make it feel really nice, just to give that nice big stretch through the top. Okay, let's have a stand up and a bit of a cool down before we finish. So, to the camera again. Sorry, you might not hear the music anyway, and I've realised, but the internet's decided it's not playing games, so we've lost it altogether. So from there, have a little shake out of those arms, lengthen through the neck, a little twist through the hands, lift up through the shoulders, relax down. Just drop the head and shoulders. Nothing else, the rest of your back staying straight. If I go sideways, you can see that. Just head and shoulders. Link the fingers, bend the knees. Stretch those arms out in front of you. Big old stretch through. Restack yourself up. And take the arms nice and wide and down. And again. Breath in, breath out. Head and shoulders down. Little bend of the knees. Reach out. Slowly stretch up. A little arch backwards this time. And come back. Okay, from there. Let dumb waiter out. And back in for 3, 2, and lengthen through the back of that neck still. Drawing in gently through your tummy. Okay, last one. And then allow those arms just to relax at your side. We're going to reach down one leg. Bring the other arm round. Lower yourself down towards your feet. Roll into the middle. Gently curl back up bit by bit by bit. And restack. Okay. Down we go the other side. Bring that other arm round. Down we go to the floor. Round we go into the middle. Gently, gently up, bit by bit by bit. And restacking. Good. Just down the side this time. Lengthen up towards the ceiling. We've done this one last week. Hands on head. Elbow to ceiling. Big old stretch out now. Straighten that arm. And draw back up. Other side, okay? Reaching down. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Feel that length all the way up that side. Reaching down with that other arm. Hand on head. Elbow to ceiling. Reach over. And draw back up. Breath in. Breath out. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. And rolling forwards. Chin on chest, reach down to the ground, hips to the ceiling, see where we're at, see where you're feeling tight or not tight. Gently, gently come back up. Okay, pop one foot forward, one foot back, or along your mat if you're using a mat. Make sure that back leg, pop your toes down, then your heel down in line. Get a better stretch through your Achilles then, and then lean forwards. Weight onto that front leg. Okay, where are you there? Bring one arm forward, wrap it across you. Give that arm a little cuddle. Stretching out that shoulder. Holding it there. For 3, 2, 1. Lower down, let's change over. So toe down, heel down. Lunge forwards. Get that stretch through the calf first. Then if you're balanced enough, bring that arm forward, wrap it around and give it a cuddle. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. So the calf should be nice and stretched now. Let's just check out those hamstrings. Have a breath in, breath out, chin on chest. Rolling down. Have a little bend of the knees so that you can get your hands down to the floor. Curl up as tight as you can. Then gently lift those hips to the ceiling, straightening out those knees. Bend them again. Straighten them again. Bend them again. Straighten them again. Really straight. And then slowly, slowly come back up. We were down there for quite a while, so make sure the room stops spinning as you come back up. And just a lighter one this time. Length through the back of the neck. Curl yourself up. Reach down to the floor. And slowly back up. Restacking. Let everything relax out and breath in. And a breath out. Make sure you're standing really nice and tall, drawing in. Up we go. And a breath out. Well done, folks. Hope that was okay for you. See you later on in the week and we'll have a little bit more to do. Perhaps do a bit more legs next time. Bye.